right. This is Scare Talk. I am Danny and I'm here with Kissing Katrina. And we've got Bungee Jumping Joel.
Hey guys, what's up? Oh man.
He's bungee jumping from the top of a building.
Yeah.
Or at a restaurant, very high up in a building.
Without a bungee.
Yes, no bungee. You just have like a
free fall.
All right, so we're here to talk about Drop. Our previous episode, we did a spoiler-free episode with me and Katrina. Joel has since seen the film, and I have seen the film for the second time. And so, first of all, Joel, I want to get your thoughts on Drop.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't have an iPhone and I never had an iPhone, so the concept of the movie didn't really make much sense to me in the first place. Because
so there's no dropping in Androids.
No.
Oh
no. Yeah, you can't drop those. Yeah, those like memes and everything like that. You can't do that.
Okay, did you know that that's what the movie? Did you know?
Well,
that's what the title was.
Like, yeah, I saw the trailer. Like it showed.
Well, I saw the trailer too, but did you know that's why it was titled Drop?
Well, I know of the term drop from like drop a pin or something on your like to share a location that you are.
Oh, okay.
From an iPhone.
Yeah.
But Androids don't have anything like that. So
yeah, so I didn't realize that's why the movie was called Drop.
Do you think someone's just going to drop out of the?
Well, the trailer showed this stick dropping out of the building, so I thought it was about that. I didn't know that it was a reference to airdrops.
And you saw the trailer for it? Because that's like all the trailer were airdrops. Like that's
yes, but then you see the big drop of her dropping out of the building. Okay. And so I thought that I don't know, that's what stuck out to me. And it wasn't until Danny was like explaining what it was to the kids, and I was like, oh, that's why it's called Drop.
Yeah, I was just fact checking Joel.
Am I wrong?
For the Android.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong. You can drop locations.
Okay.
Like you had said.
Like
so on
said.
Google Maps, you can pin your location, send it to somebody. I haven't looked too far into it. So,
but yeah, that whole
the whole concept of
yeah, the whole thing where like shows her and like her and like her group, whatever, her people in a circle, and then like shows everybody. I that doesn't exist on an Android.
That's not real on an iPhone either. I mean, yeah, you have like the people who you can drop to, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Like
and
you're
this was a different
app. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
And I'm guessing because they probably, I don't know, for some reason didn't have some kind of rights to be able to use like iPhone or AirDrop,
Yeah, I want to remember the name of the Drop app.
Yeah.
To see if it exists.
Oh no.
See if it looks like that.
No, I'm sure it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, because then everybody in the restaurant would have to have it.
Yeah. So
and that's the thing. So what's funny about this is iPhone or Apple, I should say, they actually have like a rule that if their phones are used in a movie, it can never be used by a bad guy in a movie.
Oh.
So their phones can only be used by like good people in movies.
Oh, interesting.
So it'd be interesting to see because you do see one of the bad guys in the movie. This is spoiler section, spoiler free, whatever, or spoilers.
Whole episode is spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see him with a phone, and I'm like, I wonder if that's an iPhone because I forgot to like check on that if because it shows him early in the movie.
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah,
shows them
it
throughout.
does. Yeah, and
And you
it
see his
does
phone.
show that they're using the other app. It's
Mhm.
not the AirDrop app,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or like
Yeah,
it's
you
not
can't
an
really
AirDrop.
tell what kind of phone each of them are
Yeah.
using. It doesn't seem like any particular phone. So,
hmm yeah, true.
just black phones.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Ooh,
The grabber.
black
coming.
phones.
Not for another 6 months.
Oh, everybody, subscribe to our channel.
Oh yeah,
right.
definitely, and like us
Yeah.
and follow us. Oh wait,
That's
no,
it.
that's the
Well,
subscribing.
Yeah.
You can follow us.
Follow, like,
Instagram.
subscribe.
That's what you do. All right.
So that whole
So
concept
continue.
was strange to me in the first place, but I got through it. Like I knew what the movie was about, like based on the trailers and stuff. Like she was going to be following all these dropped, like
Mhm.
all these texts that she was getting from the stranger, and I like I like the concept of the movie. I really think that it has a Red Eye feel to it.
Yeah.
But only like the first half of Red Eye, because that movie kind of goes a little bit off as well.
Yeah.
Towards the end, and I feel like that's kind of where this movie sort of. I like the first 2/3 of the movie, but the end kind of like I feel like they were just trying to wrap things up, and so
Mm.
there were conveniences, and yeah, I didn't quite buy some of it. The acting was good. The acting was fine. I was not a huge fan of her son. Sorry,
Oh.
I hate to talk about child actors like that, because like they're they haven't had any like schooling or whatever with it, but the scenes he was in was not the greatest.
He did
He
save the
was
day.
quite a genius, though, to
Yeah.
like know to wheel the gun,
Wheel the gun
to
over.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that
like
part.
wow,
Yeah.
that was quite a genius move.
Yeah.
He couldn't throw it. He had to
Yeah.
Yeah.
drive the car.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, remember that earlier in the movie when he was
Yeah, it
playing with
was-
the car?
Yeah.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying
Oh,
that.
I thought you were just correcting that. I'm like, really?
They had to bring
That's
it
what
back.
you're supposed to be like, oh
Yeah.
man, the car.
Yeah. Oh, the car is here. Yeah. Not like, where's this random? Like, like if they didn't use that in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't. It's a summer popcorn flick movie. It's not supposed to be like this meaningful thing. It's fun. It's a little on the nose. It's like there's no twists in it or anything. There's no comedy, which is what Christopher Landon does.
There is, I thought there was comedy.
Well,
there was, yeah. I mean,
Waiter
the
was
one
funny.
waiter was
the waiter is kind of
supposed to be
annoying.
funny.
He was annoying.
He was,
Sorry.
he was
He
put
was-
in there as comic relief.
Yeah.
Whether it was comedic is debatable.
Yeah, I thought.
Danny found it very funny.
He was funny. He was. What I liked about his character was she's like so worried and like she's in her phone, and you hear him in the
Mhm.
background like talking to the other guy, and they're just
Yeah.
like kind of going back and forth, and you can pick up on some jokes that he's making or some just the way his personality is.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of cool because it was like she's all intense and you can just be with her, but if
Yeah.
you want to hear what's going on there, you can. And
Mm-hmm.
so that was interesting. It didn't take away from the tension,
Yeah,
but it was there if you wanted to kind of hear what they were saying too. They were just having normal conversation, but
yeah,
his personality was there.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he had his moments, but yeah, it's
It wasn't
like
a
Bruce Leftover.
realistic Yeah, and it wasn't a realistic personality.
No.
It wasn't
Well,
like
waiters aren't realistic. They're trying to get tips, especially in a place like that. They're not.
yeah, but if you're trying
They're
to get
not
tips, that is
real.
not how you're acting. That's not how any waiter is gonna act
Yeah.
trying to get a tip.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
He was a weirdo. And the interactions between the date.
Yeah, did you think they were awkward and weird? The interactions between Violet and Henry?
I mean, they not when the bad guy was interfering. Like when he wasn't interfering, it wasn't weird. I didn't think there was anything with that.
It was off from the very beginning. They were weird and awkward and like totally uncomfortable. And
well, they were the first dates.
Yes,
Like,
but they've been talking for a long time. They've been
on the
already
phone,
talking.
That's not the same.
Oh, it is. If you've been sending messages, getting to know each other, by the time you meet in person, it feels natural. It feels.
I thought they were perfectly fine.
Yeah.
No.
You're looking way too into reasons to not like this movie.
It was just
he was making some like awkward jokes, and she was laughing, and I bought it completely. I thought it was.
She was more natural with the blind date guy than she was with her date.
Well, he wasn't her date.
Yeah.
And so there was no pressure.
Okay.
It's easier to just talk to people.
Okay.
As opposed to ones that you're trying to date. And the last person she was with, like, was a criminal. So it's like she's in a spot where she's like she's not in a trusting position right now. And she's been talking to a guy for 3 months, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. A first date in person is a first date in person.
I don't know. 3 months she's been talking to him back and forth, getting to know him. Yes.
3 months.
Yeah, it was 3 months.
And then like her interactions like with the guy, when she goes and has a talk with the guy at the table and everything, again, she's still there just is more chemistry. There's more like it's just natural, her interactions with him versus her interactions with the other guy. It never felt natural. It never felt like smooth.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't a lot of time.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be smooth, but it just I don't know. Their chemistry was terrible. It was
started
really
before you
bad.
Got there.
I disagree.
I do too. I'm sorry.
I have high expectations
we win.
for having good chemistry with the person that you're going to be with.
Okay.
So
I thought the chemistry was fine, but it's I don't know.
So one issue is how quickly Henry is able to like scan the restaurant and scan through the people on the app and look around without even getting up and saying, they're all here.
Everyone's here.
Yeah.
So the person's like out of this, like, yeah. I thought that was a little odd as well.
Yeah.
But
it was just
really you were able to
take him though,
I guess. Because he didn't even get up. He could have got up and like,
Well, yeah. And I mean, it takes longer to look around and actually see who is in the restaurant than how long he took. And he compared it to the people on the app. Like, really?
Like,
you
they look
already
identical
knew that?
to their picture?
I know.
Like,
Yeah,
that would have taken some time for sure.
Yeah.
But it would have been boring. So they had to make that.
Yeah, I mean, the movie's an hour and a half. Like, you gotta
tighten it up somewhere. Get to the point.
And that's assuming that everybody has that app.
Yeah.
And
well, that's why I'm saying I don't think it's an app. It's not. I don't think it's supposed to be an app in in the movie.
He literally says it is.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody has it then. Comes preloaded.
on every phone
Possible.
Yeah.
in the world.
Every iPhone.
Yeah.
No, but not because you can't guarantee everyone in that restaurant's going to have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's on
they
every
can't
phone.
because one of them was evil.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
And
can't.
you're not allowed to have an iPhone,
If
according
you're
to
evil.
Apple. Yeah.
Yeah, bad people don't have iPhones.
No.
Mhm.
No, the good
Joel,
ones.
you don't have an iPhone.
It's true. No, it's just an interesting thing because I heard that a while ago about Apple, and it's
Yeah.
like if you're watching a movie that has a twist at the end of it, like just look for their phone. Like, is that an iPhone? No, it's not. Oh, you're the bad guy.
No, it's not going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, look for
The next
that,
Scream
yeah.
movie.
Everyone else has iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That is.
So
The other really bad part was the window breaking and everyone just flying out. Like,
I disagree. It was only 2 people,
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
and they
Only
were right
one
next
actually
to the
died.
window.
Yeah.
Okay, but how that is so
Wind-
unrealistic.
Wind is
One,
higher
we
wind
didn't
when you're that
see-
high up.
Okay, but we didn't even see, like, they didn't mention, oh, it's a really windy day, or
Well, no, just on a
Oh.
regular day.
You're like
okay,
500 feet up in the air.
okay,
You're-
and, oh my gosh, it looked so stupid, so stupid.
I do
And
think
was
it looked pretty bad once she came out and she had her jacket or whatever.
Oh my god,
I did, or his jacket. I don't remember.
Mm.
I did think like that looked a little digitalized. It didn't look real.
Yeah.
And
we're
yeah,
gonna have
she-
real people flying out the window.
Oh my gosh, it was like they were trying to turn it into some superhero movie. Like, really?
some action.
An
movie.
Avengers movie all of a sudden? Like,
Iron Man, take my hand.
yeah, pretty much.
The lead, he kind of reminded me of like a young Russell Crowe, or like a young, can't think of his name, but I think he's gonna be something.
Mm.
He was good, and I think he's got like a movie star quality to him.
Mm-mm.
That's what I think.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. I mean, the
He was such
actor's
a nice guy.
Yeah, he was.
He was an
Nice
incredible
Way
For-
too nice
for
guy.
staying there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was for.
Way over the top.
Joel, would you have stayed? Like, let's say
Ra-
it's that actress.
It's
Okay.
that actress.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's her. Okay. And she's going out with Joel. And she is doing all this stuff for like an hour.
being like really weird and like
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause it was about an hour.
I mean, he was leaving. He was gonna leave,
Yeah,
and
he
then
was
she
gonna
kissed
leave.
him, and like, just,
Yeah.
like, made him stay. I don't know. I can't like it's. I don't know how long it had been for him in between like dates. For her,
Yeah.
it was 5 years, but I don't know. So maybe he was, just as desperate for a date as she was. I don't know if I would have stayed or not.
No.
Personally,
No rational human being would have stayed. I mean, you don't have an iPhone, so I don't know.
True.
But
With that guy, so I could be the reason that she's. in the
yeah, you
position
may have
she's in.
been the actual. But no rational human being would have stayed in that situation.
It made me
But-
so
but,
mad.
okay,
that
so
I couldn't
he's
even tell
leaving.
him about the stuff that was going on. I
Yeah.
just couldn't tell anybody about it, which is
Yeah.
really frustrating.
Yeah.
It was like, you just been able to tell somebody, then it's like, you
It'd be a
can't,
short
you can't
movie.
call the cops or anything, but like,
Yeah.
so somebody knows that you're not
She was
just
trying to.
psychopath. Oh, I know. One person ended up getting killed for it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that part. So I missed that part. the first time around because I went
Oh, really?
and got something.
Oh, okay.
So she, writes. I couldn't even tell what she wrote.
I
on
didn't
I
the
know.
$20 bill.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
tips the piano player,
Mhm.
and he gets the money, and tries to call he ends up getting a message to hang up. He tries to call the police.
Mhm.
And so the guy, the drop guy, the bad guy, is sitting next to him at the bar.
Yeah.
The piano player ends up putting that 20 there.
Mhm.
The guy at the bar grabs it. Somehow that $20 bill ends up on the plate
Hmm.
with the food.
I know.
I was like, how did he do that?
I know. That
Oh.
was
That's
stupid.
too much.
That was stupid.
That's we didn't need to go that far.
He says at some point how he got it there
Does he?
during his little monologue.
This evil
Well,
monologue.
he grabs it. It shows him grab it, and it shows him spike the piano guy's drink.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it shows him get it on the plate.
No, he says something about it.
That
Maybe
Yeah, I
just
don't-
that he thought
It's
it was clever
pretty
that he
magical.
did it or something. But it was
Yeah.
that this movie is way unrealistic, but I draw the line at that.
yeah, that was really stupid. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too much and it unnecessary. We didn't even
Mhm.
need that.
I mean,
No, yeah.
the necessary part of it is that's how she was informed that. Well,
It didn't work,
Yeah.
or the
I mean,
piano
but
player
I
could have
think
just
him
died.
dying is what
Yeah.
informed
Yeah.
her
Yeah,
of that.
she got that. She saw that, and she's like, and then he starts
And then he's
passing out.
Well,
yeah.
It's like,
then
okay,
she-
we didn't need that.
She got a message from him saying he's not going to make it to the lobby.
Yeah.
That
So
was
like,
after.
she knew.
Yeah, so they didn't
Once
have
he
to
left.
do the dollar
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once he left to go downstairs,
So we know it's
she got a
because of
message saying
that
that.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't.
So yeah, we didn't need the $20
Yeah,
part.
that was stupid.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
see that the first time around.
Mhm.
Oh, you
So-
didn't even see it on
No.
the plate? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Well, I wasn't in the theater at that time. So I got to see it this time around, and yeah, that was a no. Now, I did think that the drop guy, I liked him. I did think he was believable.
villain?
Yeah,
Yes,
I liked him. I
Mhm.
thought he was believable as a bad guy, also as a
as a good guy.
just
yeah.
a regular guy.
Yeah.
So I
And
liked
an
him. I
awkward
thought,
date.
yeah, I thought he did a good job. I liked how
Yeah.
they kind of revealed that it was him
Uh-huh.
because the bartender's like, he's been staring at you all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Well, and the
blame his date for
yeah,
leaving him
and the reservation
and the reservations.
Yeah.
That was cool.
hmm
I feel like the writing was good. I feel like it was pretty clever.
Yeah.
I did like the dialogue. I enjoyed the dialogue. There was one part where I think it's with the watch. So he sees that her watch was in her purse,
Mhm.
right? And it
Oh,
falls
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
First of all, she could have just said, "Oh,
That's what I said.
I can't. I totally forgot I put it in there."
No, not
He
even
could
that
have said
he
she could
put
have
it.
said that.
No, not even that she put it in there, but she could have said, "Oh, it must have fallen out when I put the puck in there," because
Oh.
he had given her a puck
Yeah,
and she had
Mhm.
put it in her pocket
yeah,
or in her purse.
Yeah.
So it literally could have fallen out at that point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it didn't have to be a big deal.
yeah. So
But would it have been? It's still like if it had fallen off of her wrist, it would still have been like hooked together, not undone like it was though. Like it
well,
was.
she said the clasp.
She said,
She was
"Yeah,
trying
the
to get
clasp
the
was
clasp.
broken,
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so that's
yeah,
why
true.
it fell off." So
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That could have been the reason too.
yeah,
But
That was
he's
100%
like, "You
the
lied
reason.
to me," and he's like suspicious, and then
Mhm.
she's like, "Why did you message me?" And then they she just totally changed the subject,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't
Yeah.
bring it up again. They just get
Mhm.
into this heart-to-heart moment about their past lives,
Mhm.
and then let's take a shot.
Mhm.
He was so concerned about that, and then
Yeah.
just didn't matter anymore, I guess.
So
No.
at what point? Yeah, I do agree with that. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what she could have said to get out of that whole situation, because she would have had to bring up what's been going on the entire night. But the thing that I am still pondering was you see her put the poison in his shot.
You don't.
see. I could have sworn you saw it.
Right?
No.
I could have
just saw it
sworn
again.
the camera.
No, that's what. Okay, first saw it. I was like, oh, they only showed the surveillance camera
Mhm.
of her, and she looks like
She's
she puts it
leaning.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's all they show. So they don't
Mhm.
show a close up or anything of her
But
actually doing it.
why would she throw? Why would she have done what she did immediately after if she didn't put the poison in? Because he was going to take a drink and
Yeah.
completely
Yeah, that yeah.
Yes.
attacked him for it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
If there was
that
no
doesn't make
poison in it, then what was that about?
Why
Yeah.
did she not let him drink it?
Well, was this?
Gaps.
I'm trying to remember.
That was the
No,
immediate scene after.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember if she had discovered that it was that other who the drop guy was, but
Not
that
yet.
was
No,
that was
yeah,
once he
yeah.
went to the bathroom.
Mhm.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. She didn't need to do that because
It was just a regular shot at
yeah.
that point. Like,
yeah, unless she's like, I actually do want to kill you. Don't take that shot.
Yeah.
Because then they're gonna know that I didn't spike it. Let me get another shot.
Yeah, true. I mean, either way, she was screwed because he would have
He
known
wasn't
that
gonna
she
die.
didn't do it because he wasn't dead.
Don't take that shot. Let me give you another one.
Yeah, I gotta put something in it first.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And then she poisons the dude's food. And it's
Yeah,
wait, what?
yeah.
Yeah, another one of those?
Yeah.
She brought her own.
Yeah.
She's like, I got this just in case, anyways. Okay, so then we get to the house, right?
Oh,
And,
we're already at the house now. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about any other parts?
I mean,
we talked about
it's
the
all falling
piano.
apart the more we talk about
The
it.
piano guy. We talked about that.
No one said it was perfect.
Yeah. Like, these things, I mean, the money on the plate, that bothered me the most. Out of all
And the
this
shot.
stuff.
The shot. That
The
was
shot thing
shot-
that bothered me the most too,
Her
because
spilling
her
the wine
reaction
on him and stuff. Yeah.
was crazy.
And the way
She was acting crazy the entire night, but
yeah, and the fact that he is staying and staying and staying and staying.
he has a good heart.
Oh
yeah,
Well,
gets
and
shot
she
for
kissed
it,
him,
or-
and
yeah,
yeah, he got shot.
yeah,
He dove in front of her. What a guy!
yeah.
This guy
Yeah.
I know.
basically Iron Man.
And
She
he
would have
He
died
saved
her.
her.
He
if-
likes her way too much.
So when he gets back from cleaning up in the bathroom, and she's sitting with that other guy, sitting with another guy,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he comes over
crazy.
and is talking to him, and they're talking about taking shots and stuff. She looks pissed. He's looking at her, and she looks like she's not having a good time. I don't know why she gave him that look, because she gave him a look like this guy's bothering me, or I don't know, concerned.
Well, she was looking at him to show him
But
this
is
is
the guy.
serious.
Yeah.
And there's a reason I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, not
And she
I'm
gave
just
him-
enjoying this guy's
Yeah.
company.
and she gave him the shot to take. Well, I guess that was necessary to get his food poisoned. But I don't know, that part just looked kind of weird. Like if I were him, I'd be like so confused.
Yeah.
Like what is going on?
I mean,
well, he was confused the entire night. So what's another 5 minutes?
Just add to it. Yeah. So soon after that is when.
But I think that's when he was able to put it together of, okay, you figured out who this drop guy is. Because I think he already had thought that she was still getting dropped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and her phone is going off all night.
Yeah.
and it's super loud. The vibrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing
you're not hiding that.
Yeah. I think that he knew that she was still getting this stuff, but she wouldn't tell him what it was and why she couldn't tell him.
Yeah.
Which kind of is an argument towards my argument of, why I'm like, why would he stay?
Yeah.
And I think that's part of why he stayed is because he knew it has something to do with these drops. You just are afraid to tell me.
Yeah.
But I think that her look there told him this is the guy, but I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
So trust me right now.
Yeah, she did say I'll explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so okay, so after everything, the windows shatter and all the craziness, we learn who the killer is in the house.
Yeah, so Joel.
Do you know who that guy is? Because he took his mask off.
Yeah, he did.
It was a reveal.
Was it the guy that was outside her house in the beginning of the movie? That was yeah. I figured
outside of her house at the beginning of the movie. Tell me more.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm just checking your meter."
Yeah, he was the meter guy at the beginning when she was on the phone. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like in that point that he was going to come back because why would that even be a thing? Like why would that be necessary for this movie?
Yeah.
Unless it was going to come back later on.
Yeah.
And so I was when he did that, I was like, you look familiar. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You were the guy in the beginning.
Okay. We didn't put that together the first time.
Yeah, no.
It's not. Yeah.
It just shows how they've been planning it.
Yeah.
But we already knew they'd been planning it because of
it could have been just a guy.
He knew all this information about her and that
snuck in through the window or
Yeah.
Didn't have to be this person that we actually saw at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. But I mean, it didn't have to even be a reveal in any way.
Yeah.
They didn't have to reveal his face. It made
it seem me?
Like
she's like, no.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to?
Yeah.
Remember me? No.
Not really. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just the meter guy. You don't care about me, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty silly. I'm glad he was somebody because they did make it seem like we should know this character.
Yeah.
But who
it was
ends up being is pretty lame.
It was like that with me with Hard Eyes when that cable guy was at the police that used the revealed tech guy.
Yeah.
I was like, you're one of the killers. Like, why do you have this part right now? Like, who are you in this movie?
Yeah.
Remember me? I'm the tech guy. Oh man.
It's like you guys focus too much on these random people that obviously they're going to come back at some point.
Okay. So you were kind of
I was suspicious. I was like, like why are you announcing yourself right now? Like who are you to this story? Like it just and we never saw him again after that until that reveal. So I'm like, that makes sense. Why you look kind of familiar?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Because we saw you for a
didn't-
split second.
I did not know. first
Yeah,
time
we
around.
were trying to figure it out, and we're like, is her husband not dead? And was that
Yeah.
her husband? And like,
Yeah.
yeah, because it was the way that she looked at him made it look like it was like so significant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And like the music, and they like
yeah,
focus
and
on
they
his
Yeah.
focused
face.
on it for so
Yeah.
long. It was like, okay, this is a big deal. And then it was like,
I felt that
was
way
it?
in the very beginning. I thought that we just jumped right into like at the end of the movie
Hmm.
where they're like fighting in the beginning.
Mhm.
Because like
Oh, yeah.
the guy's face is like it's you're not able to see it, like it's in
Mhm.
darkness, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden like you see his face and it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, there goes the reveal. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like at the beginning, it was a reveal. Like,
Yeah, and then
We just
suddenly it's
started
like, oh,
watching
your
this.
face is lit up. What are you? Okay, but yeah, it turns
Yeah.
out to be the X in that one. But
yeah.
I was
But
like,
the
oh, we already know
way
who the reveal
that,
is.
yeah, and the way that fight went and the way that the fight at the end goes is like almost the exact same. And like it's like the power that guy had fighting this chick. Like he was like a superhuman. Like he picked her up by her shirt, just like, and threw her
Yeah.
across the room, like
Superhero.
again,
Yeah.
like an Avenger movie again.
Well, he's a meter man.
Yeah, they
Does
got to
cut
be
meters.
strong.
Sometimes
So,
those meters get a little crazy.
man. And the way he was fighting her was like, man, he was crazy.
Yeah,
What do you think of the like camera work and stuff, Joel?
that one scene where she's like, is it during a fight scene or she was just like falling over and like the camera
it
was like
flipped
rolling with her, it flipped
Yeah.
with her. I thought
Yeah.
that was really cool. Some of the camera work was pretty good in this movie.
Yeah.
Some of it was just like, hey, whatever, it's but it seems like that kind of like catch you off guard, especially
Yeah.
when you're not used to. So,
Yeah, I
okay,
got,
well, you're
like,
trying, you're
little
doing something now. That's cool.
disoriented.
Yeah,
Got a little like, whoa.
yeah, especially when the rest of the movie's not like that. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, you're just suddenly doing this. Okay. That's
What
cool.
about the like messages on the screen, like in big?
The way that it was done? I like that instead
I
of
did
like
too.
it just being on your phone and you having to like, because if you're watching it at
Yeah.
home, you're not like you're most
Yeah.
of the time not able to catch all of that.
Yeah.
So having
Yeah.
it just like on the screen like that, I thought that was really a
Yeah.
nice touch.
I did
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with how many times it happens. Like,
yeah,
you would
happens
have
all the
to.
time.
Half the movie would be just her phone.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what we would see.
yeah. Okay, pause it real quick. I want to read it.
Oh, that's what we always have to do.
Yeah. I like the part where she's sitting in the restroom and the security camera footage is around her.
Mhm.
Did you notice that? Like she's looking through her security cameras. She's sitting
Oh,
like on
yeah.
the toilet, and it was like around her the different cameras.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought that was cool too.
I don't know why it took so long because the bad guy, before they got into the fight that they got into before he dies, calls the dude at the home and says, "Kill him,"
Yeah,
and then
it
does
took
it
him a
for
long
like
time
20
to
minutes.
walk up the stairs
the
and
stairs. I
get to
know.
the door. And
Yeah.
Yeah. She was able to like rush home and right in time. It's like, okay.
Well,
Realistically,
they
it
did
wouldn't
get
happen
into
that
a
way,
fight
'cause-
with the babysitter too,
Yeah, oh yeah, they did. But
Yeah.
still,
and
Right.
the restaurant was
they should have
like,
still been
2
dead
blocks
by the
down.
time she goes.
and she got
But still,
down
that was
to the
that was
lobby
before-
to her car.
yeah,
Yeah.
all the way down those 500 floor.
Yeah.
That was a very large.
Fast.
I mean,
Elevator.
she probably just like flew down.
Yeah,
she probably
dropped
jumped
down.
actually.
Used
Yeah,
her cape.
Bungee jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah. She used his body and like flew out the window and used
Yeah.
I read that they actually built this restaurant for the movie. This wasn't
Oh,
like
wow.
a restaurant that they actually
I'm
built
not
this.
surprised that this isn't an actual restaurant.
It was a cool set. I
It was,
really
yeah.
liked the way that the restaurant was laid out. I
Mhm.
thought it was good for this movie because everybody's around
Yeah.
Yeah.
in like a literal circle. So
Mhm.
that was cool.
I like the name too, the palette. I was just like, oh, that's
Yeah.
a clever, cute little name for
Yeah.
a restaurant. But, yeah. So there, I mean, yeah, it wasn't perfect. It's gonna have its issues.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. I'd still watch it again.
I
Like, I
loved
don't think this is gonna be on my bottom 5 of the year, or I don't even think it may even make my top 10 of the year. I don't know, but it was a fun
It's
movie. It was
non-listable.
Not listable.
yeah.
Somewhere in
Yeah.
between.
Non-listable, yeah.
It's yeah, so it's just a fun little April whatever movie.
April
Go
11th
see.
movie.
April 11th 2025.
All right, let's rate it.
Yeah.
We need to get the Rotten Tomatoes and the IMDb ratings. The tomatoes. The tomato
Tomatoes.
meter.
Okay. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes gives this movie, the critics give this movie an 83%.
Yeah, critics.
All right.
I am one of them.
The popcorn meter is an 80%.
Yeah.
See,
Nice
the
job,
people like
everybody.
it.
The
Mm.
people, have spoken.
spoken. Yes, they have.
All right, IMDb. Those are the real people.
Yeah.
6.5.
6.5. Hey,
Yeah,
that's respectable.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to give it a 91.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it twice within
Mm-hmm.
a week, and I was engaged both times.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
loved it.
I totally was engaged with the movie as well, and mine's not going to be as high as yours, but maybe on a second watch it might go up there as well, because this is one that I've heard that on multiple viewings it usually does go up for people. So I'm going to give this one an 83.
Okay.
Okay.
This one kind of reminded me of Carry On.
You
Like I love Carry On. Like these
I haven't seen that one.
thrillers are.
Oh my gosh,
These
I
are
can't
good.
believe you haven't seen it, because Danny won't let you go live your life without seeing it.
It's good. Watch it.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't think this movie is necessarily average. I think that because of the filming, because of the like cinematography of it, I think that it deserves higher than just the basic average 75. So I do want to give it higher than what I would give if it wasn't for the cinematography. If it wasn't for that, it would be much lower of a score for me. But because of that cinematography and that aspect of it, I'm gonna give it an 80.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll give it a B. It raised its grade. Yeah.
You love the cinematography in this movie.
I did. I really did.
is,
And
yeah.
I mean, when I like movies where it's like this text conversation, but the worst part of that is not being able to keep up with the text, not being able to
Mhm.
see them, not being able to keep up with it. Even when there were longer texts, it stayed on the screen, where if it was like multiple texts coming and it was like, okay, how am I going to keep up? it stayed on the screen and just started fading out or getting
Mhm.
smaller while the other one got bigger. And
Mhm.
so you still had
Yeah.
time to finish the one
Yeah.
before having to get to the next. And
Mhm.
to me, that really made the movie in that sense. And then like the creative filming of it, the creative aspects. And like we had talked about in our previous review was like the comparison of this and Trap. I feel like it was very similar to Trap and very similar in both the filming and the like unrealistic ridiculous stuff happening,
Yeah.
where I didn't mind the ridiculous stuff in Trap because Trap was so much fun to watch. It was such a blast to me. This one, I was like, oh my gosh, are we done with this date yet? Like, I hated the interactions with them. I didn't feel for the characters. You would think that you would feel for her more because of everything she's been through, but I just didn't. And I was annoyed by this stupid sister. And oh my gosh. And so
Wait, what?
many parts
She
of it.
looked like a minion.
What the sister
A
do?
minion. Oh my gosh. Right when she got there, she's like, no, not wearing that. Like, and her first outfit was cute.
This is what she focuses on. sometimes.
This isn't that like a typical relationship between.
No.
That's
I
okay.
mean, maybe,
That's-
but it's still an annoying, stupid
It's still it's
interaction.
it's oh man, all right. Wow.
She liked her
You-
outfit. That's
I
the
like,
beef here.
yes, it was a cute outfit.
Oh, it
That
wouldn't have
first
been a
outfit was cute.
It
That
would have
was
been a stupid interaction if you didn't like it yourself. Okay.
Well, and then you get there. And the guy looks like he just came off a construction job. Like, really? That's what you did? You didn't even dress up, and this chick had to change twice out of 2 cute outfits. Oh my gosh. It's just frustrating. If it wasn't for the good cinematography and being able to talk good about that, then it would definitely be much
Yeah,
lower.
I'm surprised.
I'm
it
surprised
even
I
got
have
this
it there
high.
too.
Jeez.
I know.
I know.
I'm surprised too,
Yeah.
but I feel like I can't give it an average
Mhm.
because it did do a good job in that.
Yeah,
But man, ugh.
it's way above average. So I understand you having to give it higher.
I better go back and see what I rated Trap.
Yeah, you gave it in the 80s. Pretty sure.
Hopefully 90s.
I don't know about that.
Trap was so much fun.
I like
would
this
watch
one more.
that. Oh no, I would watch Trap over and over and over again. This
to
one,
me, they're the same. Like I don't think I had Trap on either of my lists last year, and
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be on either list either. I feel like they're like the same in enjoyability to me. So
Yeah.
I could see
so
that.
it's- Yeah.
yeah. All right.
All right, there
This
you go.
Drop
There
is
we go.
here's Trap.
Yeah,
Drop.
Yeah.
drop the trap.
Okay, so this has been Scare Talk.
Sleep tight.
Don't let the drop bite.